WikiLeaks has data from 2.4 million Syrian emails. Today is July 5th, 2012. We wake up after July 4th, and none of the fireworks that were promised by Drake have taken place. The mass arrests that were promised apparently did not happen, and everybody is wondering what's going on. It's pretty simple. The Nazis are still in control. They still own the world, and they still control everything. They're still invading sovereign nations and trying to dominate the world. And those who oppose them and wish to arrest them have not succeeded. And that's where we are on July 5th. Now, I told you about Rochambeau, the ancient Chinese game, based on the principle that everything can be defeated. We know the game as rock, paper, scissors. When you choose one of the three, your opponent can beat you with one of the three. That all three of them are defeatable. You may ask, what can defeat nuclear weapons, police forces, military, money control, passport control, license control, government agency controls? What can defeat such a power? And the answer is the truth. This article I'm about to read tells you that this man and this group called Anonymous, who hack in and get emails, are extremely dangerous to the powers that be. And it is through truth that we're going to defeat these slave masters. Spreading the truth is what they fear most. And that's why there's an international manhunt for a man who didn't wear a condom, while George Bush murders millions in Iraq and Afghanistan. And the new president is just a puppet, and he came into power without a birth certificate, which proves that he's an American citizen and was born in America. But it doesn't matter where he was born, because natural-born citizen covers the parents of the candidate, and he does not qualify, and he never qualified, and he's in the White House illegally and must be removed, and has signed 900 executive orders since he took office, and every one of them is like a fascist dictator. How are we going to get rid of this cabal? The truth, that's how. Spread the truth. Each of you has a duty. Now, this guy Julian Assange and his group are growing in numbers because there has to be some resistance to the fascist Nazi organization that has in mind to turn us all into slaves and have us living in shipping containers, stacked up. Julian Assange is a threat to this regime that rules the world because he carries Rochambeau. He carries the weapon which can defeat them, the truth. I'm going to read this very short article from the Los Angeles Times, and I'm going to make my comments as I go through it, because I want you to understand how threatening the truth is to these people, and why you should be dedicated not to buying guns and killing innocent people, but to spreading the truth. Dig deep into your research and find the truth, and then tell everyone through videos or audio recordings. It's not that difficult to master. Download Audacity, plug in your mic, and give it a try. Everyone should have a channel on YouTube. Yesterday, I reached 4,300 people in a single day with my videos. I looked at the 30-day count. 115,000 people saw my videos. You can do the same. I came here looking for 10 views a day, and I'm getting 4,300 in a single day. And if you can't make videos, copy mine or copy someone else's and post them on your own channel. It won't hurt. I don't know if YouTube allows it. They used to in the beginning. I used to find my videos on other people's sites, and I was very happy about that. I'm not interested in fame. I'm not interested in getting credit. I'm interested in the truth. I'm interested in helping you learn what you need to do what I do. I'm not afraid of you taking my traffic. Take it all. I would much rather 115,000 people each month are reached by 115,000 of you than to hog all the traffic for myself. I'm not interested in fame. I'm too old to be concerned about fame or credit or recognition. I don't need it. I've dedicated my life to this cause, and I want you to help by spreading the word. Now let's get to the article. WikiLeaks has data from 2.4 million Syrian emails. The secret spilling group, WikiLeaks, said Thursday it was in the process of publishing material from 2.4 million Syrian emails, many of which, it said, came from official government accounts. Now, in the first paragraph, they call them innocuously the secret spilling group. Well, this is not telling the truth. The truth is they are deadly poison to the powers that be because they bring the truth. They didn't say that they were the truth spilling group. They said they were the secret spilling group, implying that they're doing something distasteful, revealing secrets of the Syrian government, another regime and dictator. The time for the dictator is over. It's time for freedom for all people, and we're only going to achieve that if you get involved. So ask yourself, what did I do to bring this about? Never mind what other people did. Stop sitting back in the easy chair expecting someone else to do this for you. This is something that if all of us participated, we could eliminate them in a week. They'd have no power left in a week. But we need to all get behind the idea that it's up to us. That freedom is not free. It takes work and dedication. And you might have to learn how to use the program Audacity to record your voice. You might have to buy a mic or borrow a mic. You might have to borrow a video and post it somewhere. That's how we're going to defeat them. WikiLeaks' Sarah Harrison told journalists at London's Frontline Club that the emails reveal interactions between the Syrian government and Western companies? Shouldn't that be countries? Although she declined to go into much further detail. Harrison quoted WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange as saying that the material is embarrassing to Syria, but it is also embarrassing to Syria's external opponents. Yes, the truth is very embarrassing, isn't it? All these governments put out lies and propaganda, and the truth is embarrassing. WikiLeaks only posted a handful of the documents to its website Thursday, but the disclosure, whose source WikiLeaks has not made clear, wouldn't be the first major leak of Syrian emails. In February, the Israelis' newspaper Haaretz published excerpts of what it said were emails hacked from Syrian servers by Anonymous, the shadowy internet activist group. They're not the ones that bring you the truth finally. They're not the heroes who risk their lives. They're the shadowy internet activist group. Shadowy, implying that they're doing something distasteful by bringing us the truth. And the campaign to smear the name of Julian Assange and Anonymous is working. And a lot of people have a comment, but it's only superficial. Because when you ask them some questions, their whole theory falls apart. Because it's been given to them by the government, by the secret government. They tell you what to think and what to say, and the brainwashed think it and say it. Julian Assange is not a hero for bringing you the truth. He's a shadowy internet activist. He's shadowy because he doesn't wear a condom. But Obama is perfectly acceptable even though he's murdering American citizens who haven't been charged with any crime. He's destroying and trampling all over our Constitution. But he's not shadowy. The shadowy figure is Julian Assange because he brings us the truth. Now you see how the world is upside down? Wrong is right, and black is white, and day is night. It's all screwed up. Those who bring you the truth and risk their lives are heroes. Heroes don't invade countries and kill children and innocent people. These are not heroes. These are brainwashed military. And it's time to slap somebody in the military and wake them up. Hit them with some questions. Do you think it's good to invade countries who are no threat to the United States? If you don't get a definite no, that is not okay, then you're talking to a brainwashed soldier, and you need to go to work on his brain, operate, take off the skull, and get down into the brain and do some operation on it, because this soldier is all fouled up. He doesn't know why he's in Afghanistan or Iraq. We still have 17,000 troops in Iraq. They lied about ending the war. They will never leave those rich oil fields. Not until we are completely broke and every soldier is dead. They will spend our last dollar so the Queen can have oil. And we need to spread the truth about all of this, even if we are called shadowy internet activist groups. Because I'd rather be a shadowy internet activist group than to not take part in this war against the oppressors who want to turn us all into slaves and have us living in shipping containers stacked up. I'll continue the last sentence on this page. In March, Britain's Guardian newspaper published emails it sourced to Syrian opposition activists. Once there was a dictator in the Philippines named Ferdinand Marcos. Some believe that he was a puppet set up by the powers that be. And while the people of the Philippines were eating out of garbage cans, and it was on the news, and we watched the pitiful situation of little children looking for scraps of discarded food so they could eat. Imelda Marcos was out buying shoes. She had 3,000 pair. This is sick. This is inhuman. This is cruel. I want to read the next paragraph now because it's related. The messages appeared to catch the glamorous wife of Syrian President Bashar Assad shopping for pricey shoes while her country slipped towards civil war. Harrison said the WikiLeaks emails dated from August 2006 to March 2012 and originated from hundreds of different domains, including Syria's Ministry of Presidential Affairs. Now you can be sure that if Anonymous and this WikiLeaks group can hack in and get all of these very protected emails from governments all over the world, you can be sure that our government has all your emails. And you either believe that's right and you want it to continue, or you believe that's wrong and you want it stopped. The power that government has is too great. The power must be in the hands of the people. And it is not the people who have to be watched, it's the government that has to be watched, because they are the ones that slip into Nazism and fascism. And if you don't watch every move they make and check them, you will be a slave 100%. You will have nothing. You will pay rent on everything, much like it is today. And it's that way because we're not doing anything. We're all sitting around waiting for Drake to do it for us and the military because we feel impotent. We are not impotent. We carry the truth, each one of us, and if each one of us delivers our little packet of truth, it's like one BB in a buckshot. It's like one drop in a tidal wave. And as a group, we are a tsunami of change. but only if everyone catches on to the idea that we have power. A little bit of power, like a tiny drop of water. And it's clear what we must do. We must bring out the truth. Find the truth that you believe in and bring it out. I'm not asking you to believe my truth. My truth comes from my research. Your truth comes from your research. And you must spread what you believe in. And if you get your truth from the government, it's tainted. All those people who say Julian Assange and Bradley Manning should be in prison, those are brainwashed individuals. Those are people who don't know how to do research. Research is easy. You type in google.com and you type in what you want to research. And you get millions of web pages and you start reading. Yes, reading is difficult, and that's why I cheat. I use an automatic reader. I copy and paste and it reads to me. And I make it read fast because I can take it fast. I started out slow and I kept increasing the speed because I was able to handle it. It's not easy to recognize a computer speaking to you. The words are not that easy to recognize. But when you learn how to recognize them, you can turn up the speed and you can get it much faster than you can read it, actually. And it's more understandable because you're seeing it on the screen and you're hearing it. It's a double impression. I read much better by using a computer to read it to me. And I want you to download those programs. One I use is called Bala Bolka. BALABOLKA. And the other is called Read Please 2003. Read Please is one word. 2003. And with these you'll read 10 times as much. When people write me long emails and say, I'm sorry for the link, I say, it's no problem. I just copy and paste. The computer zips through that email like nothing, and I understand every word. Please take my advice. Get those. I also obtained AT&T voices, and the one I use is Audrey, and it's very good. Very nice voice. It's better than Microsoft Mary or Microsoft Mike. Next paragraph. So we have the wife out shopping for expensive shoes while her country slips into civil war. And the next paragraph said that the emails dated from August 2006 to March 2012. It's good to know that they are still getting emails as recently as March of 2012. Harrison said her group was statistically confident that the body of material was genuine. What does that mean, statistically confident? Well, in statistics, they have tests, and they don't tell you that your result is absolutely true or certain. They tell you it's true within a 95% confidence or 99% confidence, and it's based on z-scores, which is the average number of standard deviations that one particular record is from the mean. The bell curve goes up, and there's a line down the center dividing two 50% parts. And one standard deviation from the mean would typically occupy about 34% on each side. So a z-score of plus or minus 1 would represent 68.26%. It's 34.13. Would occupy 68.26% of the total. And when you go out to 2 standard deviations, you're at about 95%. So if we're talking about IQ and the mean is 100, and the standard deviation from that mean is 15, a z-score of plus or minus 1 would mean 1 standard deviation above and below the mean. So 68.26% of all people would fall between an IQ of 100 minus 15, which is 85, and 100 plus 15, which is 115. 68.26% of the population would have an IQ between 85 and 115. Now if you go to 95%, that's 2 standard deviations. from the mean, which includes 95% of everybody. That would be an IQ from 70 to 130. And that's what she means by statistically confident. She didn't say what confidence level. It's either 95% or 99% usually. Harrison said her group was statistically confident that the body of material was genuine. I'm not sure how they would use mathematical statistics on a body of emails that is not mathematical in nature. But maybe they have some way to do it. I'm lost there. I think the writer should have explained. He probably didn't have a statistics class and had no idea what she was talking about. But she obviously had the statistics class, and she's applying statistics. And that shows you that we have a sophisticated group here who are dedicated to bringing you the truth even if they get killed. Assange, who is currently seeking asylum at the Ecuadorian embassy in London, was not at the brief presentation. He's seeking asylum because he fears what they will do to him, because he's the leader of the truth movement. He is wanted by British police for possible extradition to Sweden to face questions about alleged sexual misconduct there. He had sex with his girlfriend without a condom. And that's the only thing they have on him. Meanwhile, Obama is murdering innocent people. Not just in this country, but outside the country as well. Where is the international manhunt for this murderer, Obama, illegal alien in the White House, serving as fascist Nazi dictator? No, they're chasing down the guy who brings you the truth for alleged sexual contact, possible extradition to Sweden. They don't have anything on him except that he brings you the truth, and that must be stopped. The truth must not get out. It will destroy the dictatorship. And that's why each one of you must get a little bit of truth out, because when you add it all up, it's powerful. How many times do I have to say it? Do what you can. I did what I could and was hoping for 10 a day, and I get 4,300 a day watching my videos. I want you to do the same. I don't want you to rely on emailing all your friends, because you'll be out of friends in the first email. Put up a YouTube video and tell the truth as you see it. I don't care how you see it. Just tell it the way you see it. I see the government as fascists. I see them as Nazis. I see them murdering innocent people. I see them invading sovereign nations which are no threat to us. I see them spending trillions of our dollars on war. How do you see it? Tell your side. Your perspective is valuable. Julian Assange has to deny wrongdoing, but faces arrest if he leaves the embassy. He's a prisoner while Obama walks around free playing golf. The world is upside down. Wrong is right, and Nazis are in control. We must end this. Now, if you think it's easy to be in a movement for freedom and truth, I'll read the last paragraph. Harrison acknowledged that WikiLeaks is facing a difficult time at the moment, but said we are continuing to work through that. In other words, we are so dedicated that even if it's extremely difficult, we're still going to try to bring the truth. Even if they start killing us, we're going to bring the truth. And Alex Jones, God bless you, he's bringing us the truth. And Jesse Ventura has stood tall, taller than most Americans, and he's bringing us the truth. Ron Paul is a yellow coward, and he has joined the enemy, and his son is backing Romney, the enemy, the Nazi, who wants to tax the air that you breathe, who wants a war with Iran. And we need to abandon Ron Paul and pursue our truth and freedom movement without him. Thank you for the leadership, and I'm sorry you felt that you had to join the enemy in order to survive. But we're going this alone. Harrison acknowledged that WikiLeaks is facing a difficult time at the moment, but said we are continuing to work through that. If everyone copies my video and puts it on their own channel and they kill me, what is left? All of those who copied the video can carry on. And there are other videos besides mine that you can copy or link to or comment on. Record your voice commenting on a video and then put a link. It's very easy to do the annotation once the video has been posted. Very easy to set up the link. It's all intuitive. I will help you as long as I'm alive. I'm dedicated to helping anyone who wants to spread the truth. The truth will poison the well of the dictator. Thanks for watching.